It's a trap, you walk right into the hate. All over a new king that's face is just replaced. It's all the same, you still be ruled by force. And no matter who it is, they'll still carry on the torch. Just a lie, cheat, steal, half of what you make. Taxation is theft, it's time to vacate the state. Newsflash, all your cash is an IOU. From killers who really do steal from you. Inflation is a weapon used by every nation who says that they're saving the world through lies. That they disguise and pass off as bravery. Well, I got news, debt is slavery. It don't matter who's madder, a new master don't matter. When they both want the same, the state don't play no games. They got you trying to survive and put you on sides and ready to kill each other. That's conquer and divide. It's all for show or for hyper control.
We didn't have a topic this week, boy.
And we're back with another episode of Bones and Tubs. We're here with you on this Tuesday to give you all the things you want to hear from us and maybe more.
Most likely more than you ever wanted.
We don't have a topic this week. We'll get you. So, of you out there that are more topic oriented, if you want to shut the show off right now, you can.
Or you can keep listening.
You never know. We've had stuff going on in our lives, and we just really we went through a few things this week trying to figure out what we wanted to do, and it just really couldn't. Nothing really like grabbed us. I mean, there was a couple things, but it's things that I feel like require more due diligence on our part.
The Boule
Society, the whole occult plague mix that we got from
Thomas Sheridan, Occult Source TV.
Yeah, he's a good source.
Is that the right channel? Did I say it right?
I hope so.
Thomas Sheridan on YouTube, Occult Source TV, I believe.
But we will be doing those kinds of things here in the future. It's just those require a lot of time, and we've both been very busy this week with, life. Life gets busy.
Broken bones, family, dogs.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Mm-hmm. So, but we're going to sit here with you. We're going to go through things we've probably talked about in the past, but give updates on. And that's about it for the show this week.
We definitely got to go over some coronavirus news.
Yes. And maybe a little bit of political stuff.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. The fact that everybody dropped out and gave it to Biden.
Yeah, they bent the knee.
Kissed the ring.
Yeah, to Crazy Joe.
Yeah. Ew.
He's weird, right?
He's the top pedophile of the country, though, right now.
Listen, there's some funny memes, though. Have you seen, any of the memes involving him? And it's like a caricature of him eating ice cream, wearing sunglasses. Oh, they're funny.
What do they say?
Well, it's like, it'll have, a picture of Bernie, and he's talking about his, 10-point plan on how to fix everything and how to give all this stuff and everything. And it just says Joe Biden. He's like, how do you use this here USB there, Jack? Because, he's just an old senile man who they've kind of paraded out in front of us.
Okay, Chomo Boomer.
They're trying to use what's left of Obama's legacy to prop him up.
It's unfortunate. Do you see that they're banning people for OK Boomer on Twitter?
Really?
Yeah.
For saying it?
Well, I mean, I get it. It's part of the whole discriminatory act of whatever for employment.
Is it like ageism?
Yeah, well, it's discrimination versus age, religion, creed, all that.
Yeah.
It's in there.
I don't know, though.
Well, let's be honest. Boomerism is a creed and an age. You know what I mean?
I feel like being a boomer necessarily doesn't mean you were born there's a state of mind for
boomer.
that.
Yeah, boomer's a mindset.
Yeah, there's definitively a mindset for boomer.
A lot of boomers that are our age.
It's like we're both technically millennials, but I don't really identify with those weirdos anyways.
Nah, we're like we're
early stage millennials that
I would say the first wave.
More Gen X than millennial. They call us zillennials because we're so close to that cusp of being Generation X, which their generation is probably amongst the three main ones right now. We're probably the chillest.
Right.
Well, Gen Xers are.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, they're chill.
As far as chill goes.
Yeah. But, but we're technically millennials. Technically.
How's the stock market doing today? Did you see the screenshot that was sent out in the group chat that said, okay, so coronavirus destroys the stock market, now we can't retire. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, stock market took its biggest record-breaking dip in history yesterday. 7%.
That's good.
Is it?
I mean, fuck it, man.
Hey, I guess it's good.
I've been a collapsitarian for over 2 or 3 years. I guess it's good
because it prompted me to, buy silver.
The precious metal.
Yeah. Anybody out there? Actually, you know what? I don't want to give this advice because then it'll make the price go up.
What do we got going on here? New York deploys National Guard. Red Lake. That's a brand new one. I didn't see that at the house. Oh, shit. The Condor in the house. What up, boy?
New Jersey announces first COVID-19 death. New York deploys National Guard to New Rochelle. First death from COVID-19, a 69-year-old man from Bergen County. He worked in New York. Okay, he had two heart attacks from it. The first one he survived, but then he had a second one and it was fatal.
It looks like OK Boomer would apply here.
Well, it sounds like, they're saying that it only targets old people. So maybe, we talk about the boomers. Maybe we won't have to. I mean.
It sucks, man. Our parents are boomers, right?
Yeah, I don't want. It's like I don't want anything to happen.
I got one grandma left, or 2 grandmas left, Yeah.
I don't have any grandparents left. So. But. It's whatever.
I get it.
That brought the whole.
I'm not trying to bring the mood down. I'm just saying.
I didn't mean to bring the mood down with talk of dead grandparents.
I mean, I brought it up.
It's all good.
We got a lot of red going on there. What we got?
It's only 6,500 Americans have been tested.
That's one thing that was neat to me too this week. I noticed. I don't remember the day. Earlier in our work week, which our work week is between Thursday and Monday. So closer to Thursday, I saw that the test. It basically said only 2,583 Americans were tested. Right.
Yeah.
And then by Sunday, it said only 1,522.
Well, here's the thing. So, I mean, there's always a silver lining in everything, right? So let me break this down. Okay, so because of coronavirus, gas prices are going down dramatically.
Is that it, or is it the
Saudis? It's a Saudi-Russian trade war, but it's built upon the way the stock market's going, right? So it is, but it isn't.
Right.
Okay. But also, if you want to go on a cruise right now,
super cheap,
super fucking cheap. Someone took a screenshot of some prices
right now
for these cruises, and it is just insane how cheap. We're talking 10-day cruises.
Well, it's going to be 24 because you got that extra 14 days at the end.
Yeah. Do you have to pay for the time that you get quarantined?
I hope not.
And then we one of our good friends. By the way, I don't think we ever said on the show, but I wanted to congratulate Aviator Ben. That's his handle, right?
Yeah, I think so. Aviator Ben.
Yeah, for getting his pilot's license.
Following his life.
Man, following those dreams, that's got to feel real good,
Congratulations, my dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. But he also does work for the airline industry.
And also thinks he already had coronavirus and got over it. I've deleted the group chat that we're in so many times because I'm not sure how it's spread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to read a text and get a cough.
Did you ever see the movie Pontypool?
No.
Okay, it's good. It's a zombie movie. But the zombie virus is passed through language. Like, it's a thought virus, right?
Yeah. These don't look cheap at all. Sorry. I'll wait.
No, those aren't cheap.
Continue. Wasn't it like your short story? Wasn't it, or was it not?
Well, my short story was spread
because he's an author. If you didn't know that,
the short story "Help." That's the title. Well, it was a novella, but we're splitting hairs here. Was about a virus that when you got it,
you wanted to spread it.
Yeah. Well, it was like I built it off of what are those called? The fungus that infects ants.
Mm. Yeah.
What are the cordyceps?
Cordyceps, yeah.
Cordyceps. Okay. So the concept, it's not that the virus in my story was a cordyceps or a fungus or anything. I know the difference. But the concept was that when an ant gets infected with cordyceps fungus, the cordyceps compels it to get to the highest place on a plant and then locks its jaws into the said plant, and then it bursts out of its head to release new spores of said cordyceps, right?
Right over the fucking ant hole.
So yeah,
the hill.
So it turns the ant into a proverbial zombie. Well, that's my concept for that novella is that when you get it, when it starts to take hold, right, it compels you to find and seek help.
Yeah.
Like, and when you seek help, it like makes like your sinus cavities just like basically blow up, and you start shooting blood and shit into their face, like to spread it as quickly as possible.
When I started seeing the people, the videos of the Chinese people coughing and sneezing on food deliberately or doorknobs, I thought of your novella.
Oh man, I saw just the other day a flight in China, right? Being delayed for coronavirus checks, right? Been delayed for 7 hours while they were checking all the passengers for coronavirus. And this one person loses their fucking shit and starts coughing on everybody.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Let's do an experiment here. We're on the Carnival page.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to sail to? We have Alaska, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, and New England.
Let's go Bahamas. That's the most generic one, I'd say.
Okay, generic. Sail from? These are so tiny. What do you think? Probably Florida?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's go ahead and say Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Dates? March. Okay, that's odd.
You know, the best way to do it is to go through like a travel site like Travelocity, not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Or
I'm going to say
TripAdvisor, not a sponsor.
It's not letting me choose anything more than that. That's weird. The duration.
Huh. Well, we got a screenshot the other day of some really low Carnival Cruise Line packets.
Yeah.
That were outrageously cheap. And I would say the same thing's going to be going for flights here soon, because supposedly they're running ghost flights.
So for
because people aren't flying.
A 5-day Bahamas from the Jacksonvilles, we're looking at $164
for the whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole shebang.
Right. And for the most expensive is a 5-day cruise from Jacksonville to the Bahamas, and that's $254.
That's awesome, right?
And you got to think, you got to add on there too. It's not just 5 days; it's 19 days.
Hey, silver linings.
When you come back, you got that 14-day hitter.
Yeah, silver linings. You know,
I know that's right.
That's what you got to look at.
That's the spirit.
Although I don't think they could pay me to travel on one of those cruise lines right now. I'll be frank.
Really? Sorry, everybody. Potential spam.
Nah, I don't think you could pay me to get on a cruise line
during a podcast.
I don't think I would. I mean, like, here's the thing. I wouldn't turn down a free vacation, but if you told me I was going to like Italy or China right now, I'd tell you to go fuck yourself.
Suck my dick.
Sorry. Oh, it's free? In fact, you'll pay me? Nah, I'm good, dog. Speaking of getting paid, did you see that they're offering people $7,000 to get infected with the coronavirus so they can study it?
No, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, how much? I was like, here's the thing, though. This is what you got to think. There are people out there that their life is not worth, as far as they're concerned, their self-esteem is so shit that they're not worth $7,000.
Right.
Right. I mean, bums sell their bodies to science for like fucking $100.
Right.
You know? And what's that? That's a couple trips to the gas station for some 40s. You know? You're not going to get shit out of that. Maybe
I got enough money to buy 40s for the rest of my life.
Maybe a bottle of liquor. You know?
Some of that Mad Dog hitter.
You just sold I mean, don't get me wrong. Your corpse is your corpse. You know, it's not like they're killing you for it.
Right.
But I feel like your body should go for more than $100.
There's way too many stories about this shit, like being not that dangerous the first time and then coming back the second time and killing you through heart failure. Mm-hmm. That's not $7,000 worth.
No. But here's the thing we talked about this before the show and we wanted to talk about it during the show, was that hypothesizing, because here's the thing, there are definitively two separate camps right now when it comes to the coronavirus. And the thing is, I find people are having strange bedfellows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, they're weaponizing the response to coronavirus for political means.
Of course.
Okay.
And political control.
So I begin to question the narrative when they do that. I begin to ask the question, is this that much serious of a threat? Because they're politicizing it.
Right.
So it's hard to tell how serious it is, considering now they're starting to use it for political gain, and I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
If it was a real crisis, I think you have to excuse all the politics, push all that shit aside to address the issue. Mm-hmm. Right. But I just don't, like, I'm still in this camp, I don't know why, of like, I don't know.
You know about the Five Eyes, right?
The Five Eyes?
Yeah.
No.
Have we talked about that before?
Mm-mm.
Five Eyes is a program. I'm not sure of all the countries. I want to say U.S., England, Australia, Germany, and then question mark.
Uh-huh.
But it's 5 countries that came together in a spirit of unity, a spirit of globalism, a spirit of cooperation. So the United States can't spy on their own citizens unless they have the activated powers of the NSA via executive order. We can't spy on ourselves.
But other countries can spy on us.
We spy on each other, for each other, and we share information.
That reminds me of when we talked about the chapter in Bill Cooper's book about the Treaty of Verona.
Yeah.
And how other countries agreed to basically police each other's citizenries.
Right.
At home or abroad.
Informationally.
Yeah, to prevent political upheaval by, and when I say this, I don't mean modern Republicans. I mean Republicans in the sense of people who believe, or anti-monarchist.
Yeah.
Right. I just don't know, man. I get that people are dying, and it is serious. At the end of the day, people are getting sick and dying from it. So there is seriousness. But how serious is it? Because I did send you a chart the other day of people catching it, right?
Yeah.
Compared to other diseases and
dying faster.
And the thing is at first it tracked real low.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it fucking...
Was it a 29-day tracker?
38-day.
Okay.
It was a 38-day tracker. And it's now infected more people than SARS, bird flu,
MERS.
swine flu...
MERS, whatever. MERS? Is it MERS? One of those SARS viruses.
But it has out-tracked all of those now.
Yeah, number 1 hitter.
I mean, when you have European countries suffering like this, I mean, I guess all of Italy is now quarantined.
Yeah, 60 million people.
That's
along with however many were in China.
So if it is a ruse and it's not as serious as everyone says it is, then they're going all ham to make sure that this narrative gets played out.
I'm not sure if it was Italy or not, but one of the countries that are on lockdown, they're enforcing it with drones. It might be Italy because they're the other first world country.
See, this is once again this is my conspiratorial mind says this is a ploy for control.
Yeah,
because they already did this in China. They're keeping you in your home. They're tracking you. They're making sure that you don't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, there's an app in China right now that you can use where basically you just put in. I'm assuming it's bullshit. Your input, symptoms, whatever the fuck, and then they just basically run you versus the social credit score that they have in China, and then they're like, "We'll decide whether or not you need to be quarantined or not." So the app makes a decision and then sends your location to the government. That's happening right now.
Yeah, and this is exactly why I'm like, what if this is a bid to tighten it up a little bit more?
No, it's totally possible that this is a highly infectious, not that dangerous disease where it would hit everybody. And they're talking about in the United States too, what about social credit score for dissidents? If people are on the list for dissidents and they can come at you and be like, you've got corona.
Yeah.
You're like, I feel fine. So then they snatch you up, take you to a fucking FEMA camp, and then they hit your body with the 60 hertz shit that makes your lungs not work the right way. So you get the symptoms, and then you just disappear.
What if, because hear me out. Okay, we know that the death rate's 2-3%, something like that.
Right.
What's the median? Have we gotten a median age for the people that are dying?
They're starting to put it out that it's in your middle age or 50.
50 and above.
50 and above.
Okay, so...
Which is odd because most things, they compare it to the flu, which normally the warnings are babies, the infants and the elderly. This is only affecting the elderly. Or the
Which is weird that it's only
compromised.
affecting them. Because usually it's babies and old people that get the brunt of it.
Well, the person we have to ask is the one that engineered it.
Who was it designed to attack?
Right. I mean, it was designed. We did that in our previous episode where we proved it was a Canadian bioweapon.
Well, here's the thing. I think the reason babies are susceptible is because...
But they're not, though.
Well, normally, when this kind of stuff, things happen,
flu or whatever.
They're susceptible because, it's not because they have a weak immune system.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd say if they're breastfeeding, they probably have a stronger immune system than most adult humans.
Right.
But they're still small. And their organs aren't that big. They're just, you know what I mean? But this is like it's almost like an autoimmune disease. Like it's like
it does have HIV factors.
Yeah, it's shutting down people's ability to fight anything off. And they're getting heart attacks from it. Like, so you're putting your body through so much stress.
Heart failure.
Yeah, that you're having heart failure from it.
What's a bioweapon? I mean, we did a show on it already.
Yeah. But I also feel like it's a means for control.
You know what's neat is the fact that every election year they have a disease.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that plays into it?
Yeah, it puts people on edge, and they start to really evaluate their positions. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are saying this is the biggest test that Trump has ever had.
Right.
To see, and they want and it's crazy because when people politicize it, you're basically saying you want him to fail.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when he fails at this, it means people are going to die.
Trending term, Trump virus.
Yeah. It means people are going to die if it fails. So you're willfully wishing people to die in order to prove a point.
For a political agenda, yeah.
Yeah, for a political agenda. And I have a problem with that.
What up, DC Dieters? My dude? Our dude? Let's wave. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I told you earlier, it's where I was during the Somerset Belanoff. Somerset Belanoff, yeah. During that research where I was like, God damn, I am exactly in the middle.
Yeah.
Before we found out it was fake.
Yeah. Someone did post a cheeky comment in YouTube about in our Somerset Belanoff episode, though.
Really?
Yeah, they said, how much do we have to pay you for you to take this video down?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
And the person's name was Ari Belanoff.
Oh, 25,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, are we gonna go for that cheap?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
We don't have a lot going on.
That's true. I mean, I could always use $25,000.
Well, I mean, we're gonna split it in half. We could pay off a lot of bills with that shit.
I mean, okay, so we're down this track of how much money. So
how much is it for you to be a prostitute?
So how you said you wouldn't willfully contract coronavirus for $7,000.
Yeah.
What's your price
for coronavirus or to sell my soul?
No, coronavirus.
Oh.
Like to willfully get contracted with coronavirus, how much is it going to cost you?
Well, give me a second. Because first of all, I ain't dying of no bitch-ass virus.
Chances are you'd get the flu.
All I'm saying is, ain't no bitch-ass virus going to kill me.
But the problem is you have to quarantine when you get infected.
That's fine. But I want the intention set.
Yeah.
Ain't no virus killing my ass.
Just follow a keto diet. You'd be like, man, I didn't even feel nothing.
Right.
For real.
So, saying that, I would say 218,000.
218,000?
Yep.
Is that the rest of your mortgage and your debts?
Mortgage, 2 cars.
Oh, okay. So pay off all your debts.
Student loans.
That's fair.
I assume so.
Why don't you round it up,
It's just the flu. What's really going to happen? I'm 33. I ain't 51. If I was 51, it'd be like, maybe like a 2.5 million.
Pay me.
Yeah.
But
we're about to cure this bitch with cocaine.
As I say, well, that's the thing. They're infecting people in the hopes that they're going to get closer to. But here's the thing: you're helping them figure out vaccination for this.
Are we though? I don't trust these motherfuckers, man. Should we trust these motherfuckers?
Absolutely
not. Listen, man.
Absolutely
they have
not.
Zero. I don't even know. They're talking in the news like when the fever pitch was at its highest. Before they even started getting cases in the United States, they were like, well, it's going to take 6 months to a year to even find a vaccine. And then California came out like, we found one. We've already got it. We'll have it ready for mass production in 6 months. You're not doing safety studies, bitch. You're not doing any of these things.
Here's the thing.
We don't do safety studies on any vaccines.
I would be afraid, I'd be afraid they'd fuck with us, with some, you remember the Tuskegee experiments, right?
Oh, yeah.
They said they'd inject you with coronavirus, and really, you have full-blown AIDS now.
Right. We just thought we'd see what happened when we shoved you full of syphilis.
Yeah.
And just not let you die.
Yeah, not tell you and let you get into late-stage syphilis and fucking croak.
Just let it go. Fuck the government. If you ever thought I would ever trust the government, you got me completely confused. That shit's completely wrong.
Phone locks in time of cancel culture. Ew.
So how do you feel about this? Because this is a conversation I had recently. How do you feel about them coming out with a vaccine for the coronavirus? You're going to have your son injected?
It's a good question. I mean, like,
It is a
and I
good
know
question.
people are going to be like hem-hawing me about vaccination and whatnot, but the thing is that, you know, he's a compromised immune system already.
Right, but they didn't do any safety studies. So you're just going to
Well,
inject
here's
him with
the
an
thing.
experimental
I think
vaccination?
before. Well, that's no. I'm not going to volunteer him up. Somebody needs to fucking guinea pig this shit out before I'd give it to somebody. Make sure it doesn't kill a motherfucker. You know, like for real. You know, like, and that's where like I kind of am vexed about the whole vaccination thing because I think there was a time when there was a lot of legitimacy to it, and that there was a time when science was like really trying to push to help people.
Back before eugenics took the wheel?
Exactly. Because like when you look at vaccination, the first people that volunteered for vaccination were mothers.
Right.
Because they were willing to use their bodies as guinea pigs in the hopes they'd never lose another child again. And
For their babies.
I think that's some noble fucking shit
Oh, yeah,
there.
totally noble. But they used that to come to where we are now with a schedule of 72 vaccinations.
So to the QAnon people out there, I wonder, because Trump's saying just stay calm, it will go away. Is this part of the plan?
Well, the QAnon folks, I will say this. I've been staying up on that because I am addicted to information. QAnon is saying trust the plan. QAnon is saying that this is a widely spreadable disease that is meant to shut down global control in order to initiate the last step of the plan, which is arrest all these motherfuckers. So you just admitted to supposedly killing a large amount of people.
Doesn't that seem a bit...
I mean, they're not admitting the numbers, but...
Doesn't that seem a bit Pyrrhic? Like, how can I accept what you've done? Like, your ends don't justify your means. Does that make sense? Like, you wanted to end globalism and stop the dark cabal, but you killed a lot of people, innocent people, to do that.
Right. You killed... How many people did you kill?
Any plan, like... there is no salvation through that. You know what I mean? Like there's no you can't cleanse yourself of that. Even if on the other side of it, it was some sort of fucking Trump utopia. The fact that there's bodies strewn between the beginning and the end tells the whole story.
Right.
It doesn't matter how you ended it, because of what you did in the in-between. So anybody that says trust the plan, and this is part of a plan, and they've willfully infected...
Killed people.
Lots of people.
Innocent people.
Yeah. All for your
It's not like
quote-unquote plan.
They didn't make a virus that was highly infectious that only killed child molesters and drug addicts.
So I say to them, if that's part of their quote-unquote plan, get fucked.
Yeah, eat a dick. I don't trust you. I feel like the QAnon thing has moved into the stage of trust the plan to the point of we're going to get rid of the Saturn-worshipping child molesters and then replace them with the new age fucking technocrats.
Yeah.
Where we're all just moved into a society where we, involve ourselves in another form of cult.
Yeah.
DC Dieter said, I had to vaccinate my kids so they can go to the indoctrination camp.
Well, I think everybody has to do that.
Well, unfortunately, you don't have to, because in Ohio, at least, you have the religious exemption form.
Yeah. Well, once again, son with a compromised immune system,
Herd immunity is bullshit. We got Orion in here, too. We haven't heard from my dude in a while. What's up, Orion? In the live. Wave to him. Hi. He said, I don't think it's a white hat event, but I think it's being used to the advantage of the white hats. I think most of the deaths in China have been Hong Kong protesters and dissidents.
Man, there was some shit going on in Hong Kong this morning.
What's up, bro?
I saw a video. I didn't find out the context of it, but it was in a subway.
Yeah.
And, people are running around screaming. And there's cops in full
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
riot gear running back and forth across the train station, inside the trains and all sorts of shit. And people are just screaming.
Bees! Bees!
Yeah, it was bad.
So here's the thing that I'll say about this. The thing that they're doing right now that I've seen that is factual in most countries, because every country here, we've talked about it in the past, there are a lot of countries most of the countries are going through riots.
Yeah.
And they're all shut down right now because of this coronavirus bullshit. Mm-hmm. So there is a possibility that the coronavirus is, once again, like I said earlier, a highly infectious, not that dangerous disease in order to be like, he has it.
Yeah.
And then we take Mr. Tubbs here and we put him into a camp and we fucking kill his ass.
It was the corona that killed him.
The coronas.
It wasn't the poor care and all that stuff.
Right. It wasn't the fact that we shot him in the head for being a political dissident.
It wasn't the fact that they didn't have running water toilets, so they had to shit in chemical toilets, which then they ended up getting dysentery and getting diarrhea and dying.
I mean, Italy is a first world country. They locked that whole motherfucker down, so that is true too. Yeah. We're at the point now where we're not sure.
Yeah. This one article from Daily Mail says, how China halted coronavirus using a social nuclear weapon. But does the West have the will? Totalitarian state used extreme measures that democracies will struggle to replicate. Expert warns.
Experts, of course.
I mean, they have been doing some fly shit to get... I don't see that shit going off the ground either. They're not going to fucking go for it. You know what I mean?
No.
I hope they don't. You know?
I could see this being a highly infectious nonsense disease in order to push... actual forced vaccines. Like right now, everybody thinks, "Oh, I gotta get these vaccines for my kids."
Yeah,
because they don't know about the political or the religious exemption form. But they could literally make this into a fact where you have to get vaccinated.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Corey Feldman's documentary, "My Truth: The Rape of Two Corys," was supposed to air, but it got hit by a DDoS attack. So only people in the small theater that he showed it in were able to actually watch it. But Charlie Sheen was named as one of the individuals who raped his friend Corey Haim.
Who's surprised?
So
somebody out there has that goddamn movie. If anybody has seen that movie by Corey Feldman, please send it to us or tell us how we can get it at bonesandtubs@gmail.com.
I know there's one other name on there that I saw that I recognized. It was America's favorite dad from the 90s.
Joe Biden.
Bob Saget.
God damn it, man. I just had a Bob Saget on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so pissed off if he's a rapist.
Yeah. America's favorite dad in the 90s. I don't think he's.
I don't have my phone. It's up there recording us right now. Otherwise, I'd delete his ass. Fuck you, Bob Saget, you bitch.
Nice.
COVID-19 will not kill you if you are in shape. Become a long-distance runner like myself, said JD the Todd.
JD the Todd.
That's Jason Hall Todd. JT Hall.
Okay. You're going to have to scratch that out. Probably.
Why? No. It's in the chat. It's a matter of record now.
Okay. Nah, long-distance runner. Jesus Christ. I don't have the joints for that. My people aren't runners.
Well, his people are runners because they like to drop drugs down and get paid for them and then run away.
Oh,
hot flash.
Hot flash. What the fuck?
It's the hot flash from that grenade, right?
Oh, yeah.
One of these boys? Are you on Daily Mail there? I see those side hitters.
Yeah.
Global panic.
I could care all less about the royal family and their fucking their shenanigans.
Global panic instead of global death. More useful and versatile, said Orion.
Nice.
Jada the Todd said Bob Saget was my hero.
Of course he was.
You rapist bitch.
Yeah.
My tablet just died. Fuck.
Oh,
it's
that's a shame.
Check out Zero Hedge.
Zero Hedge.
They put out way too many articles to not pay attention to. What do we got on there?
Washington State warns rapid lockdown might be necessary to avoid 64,000 cases by May. North Carolina declares state of emergency. I heard we got them here in our backyard now.
We got 3 in Cleveland. We also had somebody that we're close to. We talked to Reverend Do Nasty.
Yeah.
And he was at a Ohio State University hospital as part of his regular job.
Yeah.
That we won't mention because they're a bunch of anxious bitches. The nurse said that they had 3 to 4 confirmed cases of coronavirus, but the state was trying to keep it hush-hush.
Ah, nice. Same
that Battle Bun Fitness told us when she went to Kill 'em and Hide 'em over there by Oxford.
Why are they trying to conceal the cases?
Because they don't want the panics.
But we need to know.
No, we don't. We don't need panics.
But we still need to
What
know.
about monies? We need no panics.
I'm sorry, I saw this Joe Biden article. It says, "You're full of shit." Biden melts down in AR-14 tirade after voter confronts over plans to take guns. He said, "I support the Second Amendment." This is Biden, adding an incoherent ramble. "The Second Amendment, just like right now, if you yell fire, that's not free speech. From the very beginning, I have a shotgun. I have a 20 gauge. I have a 12 gauge. My sons hunt. Guess what? You're not allowed to own any weapons." "I'm not taking your guns away at all," Biden continued, to which the man interjects, "You were on video saying you were going to take our guns away," to which Biden replies, "I do not say that. I did not say that." I'm sorry, but I kind of want, like, as much as this dude's a creepy pedo piece of shit, I want the hit parade to keep going. Bernie's kind of boring. You know what I mean? He doesn't really say anything fly or anything.
You're saying
like
that you want him to be the nominee so we have good memes.
Yeah. Well, at this point in time, when it comes to mainstream politics, I'm all about the memes.
Right, and I get it, yeah.
I could give shit else about policy because your policies don't mean jack shit
Suck
to
my
me.
dick with your policy.
Your policy is about taking our money away from us. That's about all that translates to, regardless of your political affiliation. You're just stealing our money at this point.
For sure.
Now, I guess there can be something said about the amount of money you're stealing from us.
Yeah.
You know, because my ideal number for the amount of money you steal from us, I don't know. It'd probably be zero.
By theft, you mean taxation, and that's zero.
That would be
What
0%.
about the payroll tax relief? Do you see that? That's Trump's idea.
Now, extrapolate for me.
Well, I'm not sure. You might want to Google it. Trump said something about tax relief for fixing the economy due to the coronavirus stress.
Mm-hmm.
Removing or reducing drastically the payroll tax.
Okay, do we pay the payroll tax, or does our employers pay the payroll tax?
I'm assuming we pay it regardless. Even if they pay it, we're going to pay it in some way or another. You know what I mean?
So. Like,
Trickle down really only works with
I feel like that, once again, is only going to help rich people.
Yeah.
Trump floats payroll tax cut, other financial relief amid coronavirus outbreak. He's meeting with, this was yesterday. Oh, no, this is today.
Oh, shit.
Senate and House Republicans on Tuesday discuss a possible tax relief measure to provide a timely and effective response to the coronavirus. Payroll taxes put more money into the pocketbook of workers, but some economists have questioned whether typical stimulus measures will work during the coronavirus crisis, when many may choose to stay at home.
Can I use this?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh. Yeah, you might need it unlocked.
Thanks.
Maybe make sure there's nothing scandalous real quick.
I get it. I tried to use my thumb. It didn't work.
Right,
So
good.
security, you know.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, and they're also pushing for paid time off to allow workers who are sick to not come to work.
Mm.
You know, I have seen that it has raised a lot of awareness when it comes to those, like the culture of working and being sick in the modern age, right?
Yeah.
Like if you look at like olden times, back before income taxes and stuff, people saved money, believe it or not. Right?
Oh, really?
Just in case they did get sick. Because like if you got sick, people would spend, you know, like 2 or 3 weeks out of work in order to recover fully from it before they went back to work.
Right. Instead of spreading it to their coworkers.
Yeah, instead of spreading it to everybody.
Right.
So it has put into question the workplace mentality of penalizing employees for taking off when they're sick. Because believe it or not, most places still, like, they penalize employees for calling in.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember our former job at that lodge.
The woods of Houston.
You got sick time and you garnered it, but you also, every time you called off sick, got a write-up.
Yeah.
Like, so you couldn't even use your sick time without getting disciplined.
I mean, it's really hard to call off to a place that you can get drunk and high at. Like,
true, but here's the thing. The place we worked at happened to be a place where we prepared food. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Like,
I get
if
it.
any group of workers should not be going to work when they're sick, it should definitely be the people that are making food for us.
Right.
You know? You want someone sneezing in your salad, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want none of that.
COVID-19 is unhappy news. Presidents never like unhappy news, especially during an election year, and Donald J. Trump is president. Therefore, President Trump does not like the news of COVID-19, says the Washington Post.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understandable. What's dangerous is the fact that Trump and his media antagonists have trained a significant number of Americans to view all news that the president doesn't like as manufactured, distorted, or fake. The unhappy news, COVID-19, is none of those things. But if Trump supporters persist in believing so, the impact of the public health emergency will be amplified. So basically, Trump bad, Trump followers bad, worry. That's what that story basically says. New York is floating the idea of National Guard. Did you see that?
Yeah. Huh. That's crazy. Well, a lot going on, but it's mostly, we talked about it already, the stock market's...
What's it doing today? Did they shut it down again?
No, it's in a... It's being... it's being finicky right now.
So basically the plunge protection team is in full force.
Yeah, well...
Google plunge protection team.
I guess Italy's having their own crisis right now, so they're talking about a package, it's a stimulus for Italy to help them through this crisis.
Cuomo in New York said that New York City is probably the largest cluster of U.S. cases. Therefore, the state will deploy National Guard troops to clean schools in the city and deliver food to any quarantined individuals.
Hey, you know what? Listen, if soldiers are going to do anything...
Have they ever done this for 173 cases of anything? How many people have the fucking flu? We talked about this, right?
Yeah. How many?
I can't.
But what if it's all like part of their? I said like I said before. What if it's all part of their psyop?
They're either lying about the numbers or it's bullshit. You're not doing that for 173 people. I'm sorry, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm the conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
I'm the bones guy.
Yeah.
I'm the puff man.
What?
So seriously, if there's a conspiracy, I'm gonna most likely hop right on top of it. You're either lying to me about the numbers, or this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Similar to like we heard with China. We have 1,000 cases. We're going to lock the whole goddamn country down and shut down the second largest economy in the world.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
You're lying to me.
Yeah. I don't have faith in that.
So what? They're lying or it's true?
You know what?
We don't know.
The fucked up part is I said we won't know until it's literally at our doorstep. Do you know what I mean?
That's so crazy.
That's the fucked up part.
It's so crazy that we don't know.
Because you can't trust them for nothing.
If there's anybody, I mean, I know we have a lot of listeners in New York. I would love to hear from you. I would love to know what's really going on so we could do a true story. Because all we have now, part of the reason why we didn't do a topic this week wasn't because we couldn't choose a topic, but like, this is what's going on in the news right now, and we really don't know. So, I mean, if there's somebody in New York or perhaps Seattle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, as I say, hit us up if you live up in Washington.
California. Like I mean,
there's been cases all over the country now.
Anywhere, right. But those are the two largest hubs that I've seen. Yeah. If you have a different picture to paint than these fucking liars, we would love to hear it.
Yeah.
We'd love to share it, honestly. I'll go live. We don't even have to do an episode on it. I'll go live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let me know what's up.
I think that about wraps it up for us.
Sorry, I have a lot of hate.
Oh, no, I understand.
Can't deal with these dudes, man.
These dudes.
Sick of these dudes.
We'd like to thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the show.
Hope you listened to our ramblings. I hope we mirrored your anger.
Where you can contact us.
bonesandtubs@gmail.com, Instagram /bonesandtubs, Twitter @bonestubbs, not Facebook.
Yeah. Don't do Facebook. We don't pay attention to those messages.
No, I posted for the first time yesterday in like 3 weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, try to get a hold of us if you guys know anything out there in the real world.
Let us know what's going on in your area. What are you seeing? What's really happening?
But between now and then, y'all stay safe. You might want to prepare yourself and don't just buy toilet paper like everybody else is doing.
Don't stab anybody or get stabbed for toilet paper. Certainly that's happening right now.
I don't understand why people are buying toilet paper so much, considering I get it. People want toilet paper, but in the hierarchy of needs, toilet paper is not at the base.
Listen, bro. If you don't have any extra phone books laying around and you gotta wipe your poopy butthole,
I've got pets. You know, I've got a backyard. I got dry leaves somewhere. You know.
Let me give out some YouTube channels real quick.
Yeah.
With the pets, though, are you saying you use your pets to wipe your ass?
Hey. I mean, in an emergency, yeah.
I can't handle
Guinea
it.
pigs are the perfect size.
I can't deal with you right now.
Guinea pigs are the perfect size for that, you know?
Jesus. I don't know what's real anymore.
Oh, man. They just kept squealing. Oh.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say YouTube channels to check out this week. If I was to give any juice out there, it would go to Full Spectrum Survival.
Mm-hmm. That's
the channel. Full Spectrum Survival. Prepper Nurse 1.
Yeah.
Marfugal News and/or Marfugal TV, and John X Army.
What about the dude, the Irish dude?
Thomas Sheridan.
Yeah, he's cool too.
Occult Source TV.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
He did what we listened to the other about the connection between
the history of occult and plagues.
Yeah. Really interesting topic. We're probably going to do an episode in the future about it, but that one's going to take a little due diligence.
I know. We have so many topics but I don't know.
Like, we wouldn't want to bring a topic to you unless we were fully 100% informed of what we were about to talk about. And some of these are so, the waters run deep.
I will give out what we watched though too with Tinfoil Hat.
Yeah.
I'll give them a shout out to Tinfoil Hat podcast, but Sam Tripoli. Never mind.
There you go.
I got it. Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli. Check out his episode on the Black Mamba and the Boule Society.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at.
Very interesting. I mean, there were some things I would say could be true. There were some other things I think he was confused about. But.
Right, yeah. I mean, symbology, you have to look at it through a filter. He had a heavy Christian bishop opinion.
Yeah. He called the Ouroboros, which is the symbol we use on our logo, a cult, well, a devil.
Yeah,
basically a devil worshipping.
Some satanic shit.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Come on.
Go on. But he had a lot of good points.
But we'd like to thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Thanks for joining our Shoot the Shit cast.
Hey, you should check out our Patreon.
It's patreon.com/Bones and Tubs. You actually help us make the show.
Yeah. We'd also like to thank Blood of the Brave.
BloodofTheBrave.com, Blood of the Brave at Bandcamp, Blood of the Brave on Instagram.
Letting us use his music on our show. But
Straight savage.
You all stay safe between now and then. You might want to stock up on a little bit of stuff. You check out our last episode where we talked about things you might not be thinking about for your prep.
Top 40 things you need to survive. Yeah. Not necessarily 40 items, but 40 as long as it, as much as it takes.
As much as it takes. But yeah, between now and then, you guys stay safe, and we will see you next week.
Or sooner. We love you.
We really do.
Talk shop, I'm here to talk cops who crooked and corrupt, who need to be stopped, who aren't afraid to aim, squeeze and release round after round until they put them in sheets. I said any and everywhere they're hidden and well aware of what they're doing, and no, they don't care. Everything's illegal and nobody's free. We're all tapped to track, yeah, you and me hardwired to tune. They watch in the back room with their cameras on zoom, laughing at me and you. Yeah, go ahead and think it ain't a police state for real, cause the cops got tanks. I got hounds to call out, rounds that they use, but that ain't a problem until they used on you. I said one false move, you'll be up on the news in the morning and evening, footage of your family weeping. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. Man down, they put another in the ground. I got tanks and troops headed to your town. Man down, it ain't a game, it's a shame. It's why I don't play, cause they run the game. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. They say that's the way it is, but it's sick cause the kids deserve more than to live in a world like this. I'm pissed, I'm phased in the rage, and hop from the flash and the bang grenades. I'm burning alive, cause I'm burning inside. I'm a man on fire, cause another man died. I'm appalled, let's just list them all. I'm sure I'll miss a few, and if you will applaud. They punch kids, shot kids, taste pregnant ladies, taking babies to land and put cuffs on the hands of veterans. It choked a peacemaker, he broke up a fight and then died a little later. They shot men in the back who went under attack and were caught on film, and they lied about the facts and protect each other. They're owning the throne, so don't be shocked at all when they're breaking your home. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. Man down, they put another in the ground. I got tanks and troops headed to your town. Man down, it ain't a game, it's a shame. That's why I don't play, cause they run the game. Man down, yeah, they do what they want, and they rule by force and they're out on the hunt. It'll get real in a matter of minutes. Gone without a sentence, no trial, no witness. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. It'll get real in a matter of minutes. Gone without a sentence, no trial, no witness. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. Man down, it ain't new, get a clue and just think next time it could have been you. All they need is a reason, it don't matter, it's open season. All they need is a reason, it don't matter, it's open season. All they need is a reason, it don't matter, it's open season.